Here's how you become a better leader. I have 30 employees, right? I've been in business for almost 2 decades. Leadership is a skill that needs to be developed. And the best book I read on it was a book called Don't Shoot the Dog. And it was written by an animal trainer. And one thing she said was, she mentioned how some animals don't respond to negative feedback. For example, a dolphin. Like, you can't whip a dolphin. We ain't figured that out yet, how to work underwater whips. As a result, the only way to train dolphins is with positive reinforcement. What dolphin trainers do is they catch a dolphin doing something right. Fish, here you go, bro. Take that little fish, right? And then the dolphin is smart, so it learns, hey man, when I do this, get a fish. And then it starts doing it more. And then every time they see the dolphin do something once, it gets a fish, right? And then what they do is they keep iterating on this until they get the dolphins doing backflips on command whenever they want, all with positive reinforcement. And there's other animals that don't respond well to negative reinforcement either. But positive reinforcement can be more powerful than negative reinforcement. Here's the thing, humans are animals too. Yeah, man, you an animal. Yeah, look at you. When you're leading people, you have to reprimand them when they do something wrong, but you want to make sure it's constructive. And I'll get into that in a second, but make sure you catch them doing right. That's what the best leaders do. They catch people doing right and they reward them for it. And you want to look for reasons to praise the people you lead. Once they get that praise, just like the dolphin, they'll start doing that shit unprompted. And then you want to just keep reinforcing the praise over and over again. And you can actually train people through positive reinforcement. And this works with everyone. For example, my mom says I don't call her enough. And I definitely don't. Sometimes when I do call her, she says, oh man, I'm good to hear from you. You never call anymore. You don't call. What happened? You know what I'm saying? I wish you don't just call more. You got to call me more, right? And she starts almost like scolding me a little bit. She doesn't mean to. She means well. She's a lovely woman. She starts scolding me a little bit. If she negatively reinforcing it or positive reinforcement, right? It almost makes me want to fucking call less because I got to call her. I know what she's going to say. Yeah, I don't call enough, you know. However, by contrast, let's say she wanted to train me to call her more. Then she would say, oh wow, I'm so glad you called, right? And she would be enthusiastic about it. It's the same shit. You ever dated a girl and she was like, oh, we don't spend enough time together. We don't spend enough time together. And then when you do spend time with her, she's mad at you and she's a bitch because y'all ain't spending enough time with her. Does that make you want to spend more time with her or less time with her, right? She's negatively reinforcing the behavior she wants you to do more of. You know what I'm saying? She's working against her own self-interest. But if she was like, oh, I'm so glad we finally get a chance to spend time together. I hope we can do this more, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she starts sucking dick. You'd want to spend way more time with her, I imagine. And she said, oh my God, I'm so glad to see you. I hadn't sucked a dick all week. And she dives on it like a loose ball at the Super Bowl. You'd be super excited to pay her a visit frequently because she'd be positively reinforcing the behavior she wanted you to continue. Now, I'm not saying you suck your employees' dicks. He could put in prison for that, depending on where you work. But the key is to catch them doing things right. Now, here's the thing. Catch them doing things right and reward them. Whenever they behave in a way where you want them to continue doing it or do more, then you want to positively reinforcement. Now, negative reinforcement is important too, but you want to make sure your criticism is constructive. You know, what used to fuck me up when I first had to start leading people is, you know, I was obsessed with like Michael Jordan growing up as a kid in Chicago in the 90s. And Michael Jordan was a dick, right? And I thought that's what you had to be for greatness, right? I hear stories about Steve Jobs. He was a dick. I thought that's what you had to do. I thought you had to be a fucking asshole to be a successful leader. And I'm kind of ashamed of the way I behaved during that time. It's actually not necessary and it's counterproductive. Like, Jordan got the results, but Jordan is Jordan. I also remembered as I got older, I was like, oh, fuck, when Jordan was winning the championship, he was a kid, like in his 20s and shit, right? Fuck am I listening to this kid for, right? Even though he was one of the greatest, he was young. He was in his 20s. He ain't learned this shit, you know? And he's also a psychopath, right? I'm not a psycho, because I used to say shit like, I remember one of my employees, I was like, motherfucker, are you you know, that's not some shit you should say. It's not constructive. Now it's like, hey man, you did this and this happened. How can we prevent this from happening in the future, right? It's all about being constructive. How can we prevent? And now if they don't learn, then you got to let them go. But you never have to raise your voice and you never have to yell. Every time I see somebody yelling or screaming or raising their voice, I think, oh, this motherfucker lacks discipline. He's like literally lost control. He lost his cool. I look down upon him. I'm ashamed of the times where I've lost my cool and yelled and yelled at anyone. It shows a lack of composure, right? You want to be constructive, even in the worst circumstances. You know, you want to be composed and figure out a solution You know, if you need to fire people, you got to fire people, right? But you don't have to be a dick. I know a lot of super successful people who are like nice people and they're nice employees. I mean, they let people go if they have to, but it's not, you ain't got to be an asshole about it. Those are my keys to leadership. Hope that helps.